Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning, you shower, you have breakfast, you feel like yourself. Then someone knocks on your door. It's the police. They arrest you on your front lawn. Your neighbors watch. You don't know why this is happening. You're blindfolded, taken somewhere, stripped of your clothes, given a number, not a name, a number. And then you're told, you are now a prisoner. This actually happened. To real people, volunteers, people who signed up for a psychology study at Stanford University in 1971. They thought it was just an experiment. It wasn't. Not really. Here's what happened. A psychologist named Philip Zimbardo wanted to answer one question. Do prisons turn people evil, or do evil people end up in prisons? In other words, is it the person, or is it the situation? To find out, he recruited 24 ordinary college students. All of them were psychologically healthy, screened, normal. He randomly divided them into two groups. Half became prisoners, half became guards. A coin flip decided your fate. The experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks. It lasted 6 days. 6 days was all it took. On day 1, everyone was fine. The guards felt awkward. The prisoners joked around. Nobody took it seriously yet. Then something shifted. By day 2, the prisoners staged a rebellion. They blocked their cell doors. They tore off their ID numbers. They screamed at the guards. And the guards, ordinary college students, remember, and reacted. They used fire extinguishers to push the prisoners back. They stripped them, put bags over their heads, made them do hundreds of push-ups in the middle of the night, for no reason, just because they could. By day 3, something deeply unsettling had happened. The guards had stopped thinking of the prisoners as people, and the prisoners had stopped thinking of themselves as people. One prisoner started breaking down, crying uncontrollably, screaming, having what looked like a full psychological breakdown. Zimbardo, who was supposed to be the objective researcher, had become so absorbed in his role as prison superintendent that he didn't stop the experiment. He told the prisoner he was faking. He wasn't faking. They let him go. But 5 prisoners had to be released early because they were genuinely falling apart. After just a few days. Now here's the part that should make you uncomfortable. The guards weren't sadists. They weren't selected for cruelty. They were you. They were me. Normal people who were given a uniform, a whistle, and authority. And within 48 hours, some of them were enjoying it. Not all of them. Some guards were kind. Some tried to help prisoners. But none of them stopped the ones who weren't. And that might be the most disturbing finding of all. Not that some people become cruel when given power, but that the good ones stay silent every single time. That's not just a 1971 experiment. That's history. Over and over again. So what does this actually mean? Philip Zimbardo spent the rest of his career trying to answer that. He called it the Lucifer Effect. The idea that good people can do evil things, not because they're evil, but because situations have more power over us than we think. We like to believe that we are the authors of our own behavior, that if we were in that experiment, we would have been different. We would have refused. We would have stood up. The research says probably not, and that's not a comfortable thing to sit with. But here's what Zimbardo also found. And this is the part most people don't talk about. In every situation where ordinary people did terrible things, there was always at least one person who didn't. Always. One guard in Stanford who refused to be cruel. One person who said, "This is wrong. I won't do it." Zimbardo calls these people heroes of the situation. Not because they're fundamentally different from everyone else, but because they made a choice in a moment when everyone else didn't, and that one person, every single time, changed what happened next. So what do you do with this information? You could walk away from this video feeling hopeless, like human nature is broken, like we're all just one uniform away from cruelty. Or you could walk away asking a different question. Not, would I have been a cruel guard? But would I have been the one who refused? Because here's what the research actually tells us. Knowing about the Lucifer effect changes how you respond to it. People who understand situational power are more likely to resist it, which means just watching this video, just knowing this exists, has already made you slightly more likely to be the one who says no. Not guaranteed, but more likely. The Stanford Prison Experiment was shut down after 6 days because Zimbardo's girlfriend, a psychologist, visited the prison and told him, "What you're doing to these people is wrong. Stop it now." She was the hero of that situation. One person, one moment, one decision. That's all it took to end it. The question isn't whether situations have power over you. They do. Over all of us, the question is whether you'll be the one who notices.